Good morning everyone. In the previous class we have studied about the manufacturing of bricks. Okay. And in the manufacturing of bricks there are 4 operations which we are involved in the manufacturing of the bricks. So we can say that there are 4 types of operations in the manufacturing of bricks. I have told you about the manufacturing of bricks. First is preparation of the clay brick and molding of the bricks and drying of bricks and burning the bricks. Okay, I have told you in preparation of the clay brick, first we will take out 200 millimeter depth will be removed from the soil because it contains impurities. Next we will be doing the clay is dug out from the ground and it is spread on the level ground. Next is cleaning. Then we will, after the clay is leveled on the ground, then we will clean the stones, pebbles and any types of vegetable materials, and if any lump will be there, they can be converted into the powder form. Next, weathering. Weathering is if after all the particles have been removed, then the clay is exposed to atmosphere for few weeks to make the clay soft. Okay. After the clay is being soft, if any ingredient is to be added, and it can be sprayed on the top. Next process is tempering. Tempering is after all these processes have been done, then the water is added to the clay to make a paste or to make a proper degree of hardness to make fit for the next operation, that is molding. Okay. And we have then in the next class we have next slide we have studied about the molding of the bricks. In molding of the bricks I have told you after the preparation of the clay is being over, the process of process of molding of bricks has been started. The next operation will be going on, that is molding. It is the process of giving the required shape and size of the bricks, and there are 2 types of molding of bricks. First is hand molding, second is machine molding. Okay. In hand molding, you know, I have told you the bricks are mainly molded by a manual labor, or you can say the bricks are molded by a hand, and it is mainly the manpower is cheap and it is readily available for the manufacturing processes of bricks. Okay. Then again the hand molding is of 2 types. First is ground molded bricks and second is table molded bricks. Okay. In ground molded bricks, it is the process of making the bricks on ground with the help of mold by manual labor. Okay. It is the process of making the bricks with the help of mold by manual labor. But in table molded bricks, it is a process of molding of bricks on a table by manual labor. Okay. Next I have told you about the machine molding. Machine molding means what? The molding is done by a machine. We can say this is known as machine molding, and same way this machine molding is of 2 types. First is plastic clay machine and second is dry clay machine. In plastic clay machine, the machine containing rectangular opening of size equal to length and width of a brick, and again the clay is placed in machine as it comes out through the opening and it cut into strips by wires fixed in frames. I have told you, here is the diagram you have been seen the machine. Okay, machine molding machines. And next is dry clay machine. In the machine, strong clay is first converted into powder form, and again the water is added to form a plastic plate, and that paste is placed in mold and pressed by a machine to form a hard and well shaped bricks. Okay. Next I have told you about the drying of the bricks. Drying. After the molding operation has been completed, the drying operation will be started. During drying, the bricks must be placed along the edges, not along the surfaces, because to dry the bricks quickly. And next is burning the bricks. This is very important operations in the manufacturing of bricks, and the bricks takes the temperature of range of like 900 to 1200 degrees Celsius, and I have told you the bricks are mainly burnt in 2 ways. First is clamp or in kiln structures. Clamp is the temporary structures and they are adapted to manufacture the bricks on a small scale, and in kilns are the permanent structures and they are adapted to manufacturing the bricks on a large scale. Okay. So today we will read about what do you mean by kiln and what are the processes of the kiln. Okay. Kiln, as I have told you, burning of bricks is mainly done by kiln structures. Kiln is a large oven which is used to burn the bricks, and the bricks which are used in the manufacturing of the bricks are of following two types. First is intermittent kilns, second is continuous kilns. Okay. In intermittent kilns, these are intermittent in operations, which means they are loaded, fired and cooked and unloaded. Okay. Next is continuous kilns. Continuous kilns is this kiln are continuous in operations. This means that the loading, firing, cooking, cooling and unloading are carried out simultaneously in these kilns. There are three types of continuous kilns. First is bull trench kiln, Hoffman kiln and tunnel kiln. Okay. So we will be reading about continuous kiln. So we have studied about intermittent kiln. There first it is loaded, then it is fired, cooled and unloaded. After that it is unloaded from the structures. In continuous kiln, it is continuous in operations, and first we will do loading, firing, cooling and unloading are carried out continuous process. There are three types of continuous kilns. First is bull trench kiln, Hoffman kiln and tunnel kiln. In bull trench kiln, we will be reading about the number of sections, and there are 6 types of number of sections. First is empty, loading, heating, burning, cooling and unloading. Here you can see the diagram and the section of bull trench kiln, and here you can see the diagram. I have shown you the diagrams here. Okay. In bull trench kiln, this kiln may be of rectangular, you can say, or may be of circular or any oval shape in plan. You can see the section is the rectangular, and you can say oval shape, or any you can say it may be of a circular shape. Okay. As in your mind it may become a bull trench kiln. This name suggests the kiln is constructed in a trench, excavated ground, and it may be fully in underground or partially projecting above the ground. Okay. Next is the trench is divided into 12 chambers. You can see 6. Here the diagram you can see the 6, that is 12 chambers. The trench is divided into 12 chambers so that the two number of cycles of burning can take place at the same time for the large productions of the bricks. Okay. Next is it includes 2 sets of movable chimneys. You can see the 2 sets of here. You can see the 2 sets of movable chimneys here, and you can also see here the diagram movable chimneys. Okay. 2 sets of movable chimneys, and they are always placed ahead of the section in which burning is to be carried out. Okay. Next is in such an arrangement it allows the preheating of the bricks in the chamber over which the chimney is placed. After the bricks is in the continuous process, the gases will be removed from the movable chimneys. And this kiln consists of number of sections. I have shown you the number of sections it consists, in which all the operations of loading, heating, burning, cooling and unloading has been done simultaneously. You can see here. Okay. So you can see here the diagram. This is the bricks is entering here, and loading in this process, and heating will be done. After that preheating zone, firing. Next is here you can see the cooling process is done, and after that, after cooling process, it is unloaded from this. Okay. You can see here it is unloaded from this, and after that the bricks has been removed from this machine. Okay. This is the diagram of bull trench kiln. Here you can see the bull trench kiln diagram. Here the air is removing from the movable chimneys. Okay. Thank you.